Okay, if you are having any family drama, this reading just might be for you. So let's go ahead and let's jump in. So the first, pride tried to jump out, so that might be important. But the first question is, what or who is causing the drama? So who within this dynamic is causing the actual drama? What or who within the dynamic is causing the issue? Okay, so for some of you guys, I'm really guided to, the card says eternal love, right? Eternity, consistency, and soulmate. But I'm really guided to, like, these could be parents, or they could actually be parental figures, potentially for some of you guys, even grandparents. So that could have something to do with the who. I feel like the issue is, like, someone feels like, someone in the dynamic is not being consistent with something that, something within the relationship, or it could have nothing to do with the relationship. And someone just feels like you're not being, consistent either with work or, with goals or something, with, whatever. I don't know. So yeah, at the bottom we have marionette. I feel like another person may feel like, someone is just trying to use them, or someone, like, it's kind of like, you don't care about me as an individual. You just want me to be your puppet. And, it's like you feel like you are like someone else is the puppet master. So there's something to do with that. At the top, we actually have third wheel. And I feel like, someone could feel like they're being ganged up on, like within the family dynamic. Okay. So it could be several people within the family. They could be older, parental figures, aunts, uncles, whatever, grandparents, even. Someone feels like they're being ganged up on is really what I'm getting here. Okay. So it says memories of past conflicts are coming up as a result of the current situation. So let's see, what is the background issue as it relates to this? Okay, I feel like whoever you are, like, you just kind of do what you want to do, right? You like to live, like, you like to play by your own rules. And I feel like you actually, your family may see it as like you're just kind of lucky in some instances. And they feel like, again, back to that consistency, someone feels like, you need to pick something and you need to stick to it. And they feel like what you've accomplished so far has just been out of sheer luck. All of these cards popped out, you guys. We have daydream. Yeah, like someone feels like, it could be that they feel it. And let me go back, like, with that eternal love, for whoever you are, this feels like, this doesn't feel like, like those families where, people are jealous and haters. And this feels like, the family, whoever this is, like, they really love you. Whoever these people are, they really love you and they feel like they're doing the best for you. But there's also a dynamic of, like, you have to respect, I'm here to respect my gangsta, right? But, whoever they are, like, they have to respect you as an individual, right? As a separate entity, as a separate being, there's something to do with that. But back to the regular programming, like someone or someone's, they feel like, you're just kind of like in la la land, and, you just kind of luck out, in life. And they feel like life is going to smack you in the face. And I feel like there's a fear, though, like, this isn't like this isn't hateration. This is like a family member or family members that have a fear that life is going to smack you in the face and they're not going to be there to protect you, to save you. Like, there's something to do with that. Yeah. Like, but I feel like you're okay with living and learning. Like, I'm hearing, we fall down, then we get up. Like, for some of you guys, that is how you learn, and you accept that and you love that about life. And these could be people that like to coddle you, or they like to protect you. I'm hearing helicopter parents, like they could be like helicopter family members or parental figures or something like that. But they also feel like, where, yes, you luck out on a lot of occasions, you also, create a mess. Like you are prone to like creating some type of messes as well. And we have this care here where it's like parenthood, support. It's like they want to support you, but I feel like whoever these people are, like whoever it is, they there's just this fear that they're not going to be able to support you when you really need it the most, or like you're going to get into some trouble and they're not going to be able to get you out of that trouble. Like there's something to do with that. Okay. For some of you guys, and I don't feel like this is new information. So if this is for you, you already know this. This is like to identify someone, but this is not for everyone, you guys. But we have illness at the bottom. I feel like, especially if these are grandparents, like I talked about at the beginning, someone is like experiencing some type of illnesses, and I feel like they feel like you don't necessarily look at the bigger picture, and that's what they have to do. Or they feel like, because they coddled you so much or something like that, like you're not a long-term thinker. And so I feel like there's a little bit of guilt, even a little bit of shame, not about you, but about the fact that they feel like they didn't teach you, something to do with like adulting or adulthood. So I don't know who this is for. That's interesting. Yeah. I feel like someone's like these family members are thinking about, towards the, like it being, closer to the end of their life, or like, even just like, things happen, we have accident at the top, like, things happen or something like that. And they just want you to be protected. They want to know that you're going to be safe and you're going to be okay. We have indulgence, like they could have really indulged you and spoiled you rotten. And they just want to make sure that you're going to be okay with them or without them. Yeah, so that's interesting. It says, how can you focus on this present moment to reach a positive outcome? How can you focus on, yeah. So with the past conflicts, it's just like, the helicopter, like the hovering type parents, or, whatever they did. They may have like paid your dues instead of you paying your dues when things happen. It's something like that. And that could be like a sore spot, or like, something that they're kind of pondering about. Yeah. I don't know. I don't. And here's the thing. I don't feel like whoever this is for, I don't feel like you take it for granted or that you took it for granted. It's just more of like, you know that you're loved and you're spoiled and you're appreciated, but I feel like they did equip you with whatever you need to bounce back or to survive. I'm hearing, I will survive, like, but they're just not sure because they're not seeing you do this consistently. Okay. So you might be younger, like whoever this message is for, you might be younger, or, you know what, you may not be. Okay. So how can you focus on this present moment to reach a more positive outcome? How can you focus on this present moment for a more positive outcome? I feel like someone, look at that marionette came out, and it came out in reverse. At the bottom, we have confinement. That's interesting. And at the top, we have homeless. If you're actually the parental figure in this, I feel like you are going to have to, I'm hearing that Frozen, let it go. Like you're going to have to let this go. You're going to have to kind of cut the cord, so to speak. Yeah. Is that hold on. That's interesting. For some of you guys, someone is going to end up, I'm hearing something about unpaid parking tickets though. So I was like, oh, that's so sad. There's something to do, like someone is going to end up like behind bars, but I feel like this is jail. This is like, someone didn't pay fines, or someone didn't pay tickets or something like that. So they are going to be incarcerated. It's not a big deal, right? And so with this homeless, I feel like, okay, this is interesting. You're going to have to let them sit there. I feel like, you know, you're going to have to let them sit there. That's interesting. That is interesting. Let me see. What if this is for, hold on. If you are not the parental figure within this, you know, I'm trying to see like what it is that you need to do. And that's interesting. I'm going to show you at the bottom, we have sweetheart. And at the top we have stop, right? But what came out is imagination and idea. And I feel like if you are, you know, not the parental figure in this particular dynamic, like someone is going to have to grow up. And if this is you, like if you have some unpaid parking tickets or something to do with that, you need to pay them. Like there is something, I'm hearing man up. So for someone, like you're going to have to man up, woman up, you know, whatever. And you're going to have to put aside like some type of childish thinking and childish ways, right? That's interesting. Yeah. You're going to have to stop something. You're going to have to stop it. I mean, I don't know. That's interesting. Yes. Okay. So it says what conflict can be set aside for a future conversation to center on this current issue. So what conflict needs to be set aside? We have sweet dream is what came out. At the bottom, it says apology. And at the top is treasure. I feel like if you are the parental figure, there's something to do with like if you call your child or whoever this is to you, like if you talk about how they're just a dreamer or how they need to put an end to like pursuing some type of dream that they have had, like, you know, maybe when they were a child, I feel like that's something that needs to be kind of tabled, so to speak, or at least, you know, not talking to them about it like in that way, right? Because it's kind of like, you know, you don't want to poo-poo on someone's dream. That's just, I don't know. It feels like that's just wrong. I mean, I don't know why I'm just guided to say that's just wrong. So someone needs to kind of like, apologize on like trying to stop someone from pursuing their dreams. At the top with this treasure, I feel like, you know, there could be other ways that like, you know, maybe you guys could discuss like other ways to just kind of to, I don't know, like if to expand on the dream or to make it, you know, maybe something that you would think would be more reasonable or more attainable for, you know, both parties or something like that. Or, I don't know, there's something to do with, you know, yeah. But if you're not the parent, so that's interesting. If you're the other party, and the spoiled one, on this sweet dream card, it has lazy day and comfortable. So someone is going to have to, like, you're being too comfortable. Because you're so comfortable, like that's kind of taking away your motivation, so to speak. Yeah. I'm also feeling like if you are living with your parents, and there's nothing wrong with that and no judgment or anything. I mean, I don't even know how old you are, like whoever this is for, but someone is going to have to do more to show that they are responsible. Someone needs to kind of apologize for not pitching in or not, you know, doing their best or, you know, living up to their true potential or something like that. So yeah. I don't know. Those could just be things that you guys are just going to have to stop, you know, arguing about. I don't know. All right. So it says, what does the ideal outcome feel and look like for you? Okay. The ideal outcome looks and feels like we have evidence that came out. It looks like on both, you know, on both ends, whether you're the parental figure or the, you know, quote unquote child. I feel like this is an adult, you know, child. We're all someone's child, right? But there's going to have to be some type of evidence or proof that, you know, someone is working towards achieving a goal, or someone is actually moving forward, you know, in life, you know, trying to be successful, especially like going back to the lazy days. You know, maybe someone says that they want to do certain things, but they're not really putting in the time, the energy, or the effort. And I feel like, you know, you know, like the parental figure, if that's who you are, like it's causing concern on your end because you're worried about how, you know, your child or whoever is going to make it in this world, right? Especially with the things that are going on right now. Yeah, the state of affair, like there's something to do with like what's going on. It's really, I guess I'm hearing the word perplexing, but that's really another reason why someone or someone's like they're really focused on this, or they're really worried about this. But also, if you are the quote unquote child, I feel like, I don't know, someone could have, like, you may not know it or recognize it or realize it, but there could be some level of like, you know, depression or something like that. And the more that you like actually make moves, the more that you work towards attaining your goals, you're gonna see, you know, evidence like that you're getting closer or you're making progress. And I feel like, you know, that's gonna get you out of some type of like stupor, or, you know, I'm hearing the word slumber, so it could be like, you know, yeah. So but I just split the deck and we have okay, and I'm hearing everything's gonna be all right. So yeah, I feel like, you know, both parties could be in a state of like, you know, some type of fear or some level of fear, but everything will be okay. So it's really like, you know, I don't know, you guys need to talk it out and work it out. So I hope that this was helpful. I know a lot of people are really interested in the who's watching who's loving who's, you know, whatever, but that's not really my cup of tea. So hopefully this message was helpful to someone or someone's. Make sure that you let me know in the comments if you feel like it was helpful. Also hit that thumbs up and be sure to subscribe. So, all right, I love you and have a beautiful and fantabulous rest of your day. Bye now. Mwah.